Hello all and welcome back. So in this video, let's move forward and try to do one more question, which is finding the height of my tree. Okay. So let me explain first what exactly a height is. Say we just have a root node. Okay. So here we take the height as either 0 or 1. Now many people will be taking it as 0. I normally prefer 1. The reason is that if this is 1, then we can say that none is having a height of 0. Okay. So let's say this is 1. Great. Now when I add a node here, the height becomes 2. Okay. If I'm adding another node at this level, height still becomes or remains 2. So the height actually is just this particular how many levels there are in a way. Okay. So all I'm interested to know is how deep my trees goes. So if I'm adding at the same level, the height is not going to change. The height right now is not going to change. But the second I add, let's say this 5, the overall height of my tree changes to 2. Okay. Sorry, 3, because this was 2 and here it is becoming 3. And let's say if this is the case, then it becomes 4. And adding at this level only is not going to increase my height. Great. So now let us see how we can do it. I think we have seen this already, have used it a lot of time. This is our node. We have different subtrees. Let's just ask each and every subtree that, hey, what is your height? Okay, so we are going to write a recursive function which asks each and every subtree to give me the height. Okay. In the example which is in front of us, it's going to return 1. This is going to return 1, 2, 3, and this is going to return 1 as well. Whichever is the maximum, whichever height is the maximum, I am just going to add 1 to it and return back the answer. Okay. So I'm just going to add 1 and say that, hey, the answer seems to be 4. That seems to work perfectly well for my finding the height of a tree. Okay, great everyone. So let us try to code this now. We can code here only. So let me write the function above. We have to this time find, let me make it a little clear. Yeah. This time we have to find height of a tree. I will be getting a root and we can just keep on working. Great. The very first case, if someone gives the root as none, okay, return 0. I'm saying that root height is 0. If you are taking not taking as 0, you can just say that root is none, please try or something like that. That can be easily handled. But I am taking it as 0 for root, and for a single node, we are taking it as 1. Okay, great. Now, as of now, we have to say to get the height. Okay, we can actually just directly call. So, first let us check or let us make the answer, which is height. Height is equals to 1. Okay, for each child in root dot children. Okay, for each child in root dot children, height plus equals height of a tree root sorry, each child. If there will be children, okay, it will go into this. If a single node will be there, this loop will not get execute and I can just return the height. So let us test this out as well, everyone. Let us make this height instead. Yeah. So pretty sure the function is a lot easy. We are just using recursion, nothing else. Just asking recursion to get me the answer. We have already seen the working of this, how it's going to happen. This is going to return 1, this also 1. So this will return 2. When this will return 2, this will add 1 to it and return 3. Finally, this will add 1 to it and return 4. Great. Now let us run this. Okay, it is giving an error. Height, I made a spelling mistake. Great. Now it should be. So we are getting 5, 6, and 5. Okay. Is the number of nodes and height same? No. One second. Let us check what error we have made. Okay. So I have made a mistake here, everyone, which is going to be what we have to do is not this. Okay. I have actually done the number of node addition. My bad. So max height. Okay. We have to calculate. So let me do one thing. So we can actually assume that some max height, okay, max child height, we can assume it to be 0. And let us update this. Okay, so what we can do, max is an inbuilt function. This should work. Okay, so I'm assuming that the height is 0. If it is bigger, then again I will just make sure that I update my max child height, and now height is equals to height plus max child height, and we can return the height variable. Yeah, so now it should work fine. We forget to take the max, rather I was just adding it like we did in notes. So yeah, let us try to work this out, everyone. And we are getting 3 3 3. So let's see if that's the right answer. So height is 3 for this, 1 2 3, 3 for this, and 3 for this as well. Okay, so seems right, we are getting the right answer. Maybe what we can do, can we change it somehow? So child 1, then let us add it here in child 1 is here only, no worries. Let us see if we can change the height of 2 1 2 3. So I can actually add in child 3 here. That would change it. So let us try this. Yeah, so I'm still getting it from here. Okay, 1 second. Child 3 dot append generic node 6D. Okay, we are not actually adding it here, so should be fine. And if we add to the same level, this is not going to change. Okay, yeah, so we are adding actually in this level only. This is how it is, same level under this. We have to make sure that we are able to add child 2 is this. So let us make one child 4, which can be generic tree node, let's say 500. And in this child node, we are adding it. And also we are adding this child node somewhere. Okay, so 1 second, yeah, child 3 children dot append, and I'm adding child 4 here. Now I think it should be changed. So let us see once, everyone. It's now coming out to be 4. The reason is what I have done. I have just made sure that I have added a child 4 in this, and then in that child 4 I have added another node. Okay, so for the timing I'm removing all the changes because I don't want that you get confused with this overall root 2 and when we are going to get from here. Okay, so let us remove every change, everyone, and this exactly is the output which we got. Great. So yeah, I think this should work. Okay, everyone. So we are able to write the code. I think it is pretty straightforward. And in recursion major questions, you will see that, sorry, in trees, in major questions, recursion is going to do the trick for us. Okay. So now you have some assignments which you have to do based on the understanding. Majorly, you will have to write the recursion. Just few changes can be there where you might have to get multiple things returned. Okay. But this is something again which we have seen already, right? So in the linked list, we saw how we can return the head and the tail. In Python, of course, that is very much easy. So few assignments which you have to do, they should be easily doable. So do try them out and make sure that if you face any problem, you can just fall back to this video to understand once how we think about and write the code for trees. Thank you.